Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Citizen and today I'm going to do a tutorial for you guys on how you guys can do a simple effect with tea. Now this is just a yellow label tea, so it's just ordinary black tea. And my fault with this because Coloring Haven has come out with a steampunk themed issue with Hannah Lynn. I thought that this tutorial might go hand in hand. I haven't received my copy yet, but I do have her Steampunk Darlings. And I've done a picture in this book where I done this technique, and with this technique I done these like parchment to make the effect, to make it look like old and sun bleached paper. So I done this technique on the paperback here, on the scroll and on the paper right here, and also on this book here on the edge. And I also done the tea effect here on this globe. So you have some sort of some sort of idea what you can use this effect for. Now I also did the page right here where I thought that wouldn't it be cool to translate this effect to just smoke, and I'm still working on this one. So yeah, so I thought I would start this page right here and do this parchment behind her. I think that would actually look quite cool. So let's get on to how you actually make something that you can use in your coloring book with the tea. So I'm just gonna start out. I got my tea, I got a small cup. So all I do is that I just put on a few drops in here. And now I have boiled this water a little bit, and I'm just gonna have a few drops in there. Yeah, I think that's enough. And then I'm just gonna let it soak a bit. Now I did boil this water. I don't know if it does make a difference if you get more pigment out if you boil it or if you don't, but I boil it just because. I'm just gonna use a paper towel because I did leave a little bit of a mess. So there we go. And now we're just gonna squeeze it out. So I have a handy teaspoon. Oops. Then we're just gonna squeeze it out. We got the most of it. But yeah, I'm just gonna put the tea bag somewhere. So yeah, so as you can see, we have a little bit of tea in this cup, and we're going to use this to do the paper effect in the Steampunk Darlings book. So what I'm using this sort of like a watercolor. So I just have an ordinary brush, nothing special to it, and then I'm just gonna, you know, soak it. Just gonna shake. Yeah, we do get some color out of it. And yeah, I have a paper behind the page, so it doesn't bleed through to the other page. And yeah, all I'm doing is now, because we want this to look like aged paper, you don't have to be super smooth with the layout. So you can just blotch it as much as you like. Another thing, like if you overlap with the tea on another tea stain, it will, just like watercolor, it will get like this effect. So yeah, just spread it out where you want it to be, and gonna let it dry for a bit, and then we go on with the next layer. This is actually quite therapeutic to just don't care about how it's gonna turn out, because this effect will look good either way, in my opinion at least. Okay, we're just gonna let this dry for a bit, and then we're going in on a second layer. So I'm back, and now we have been letting this dry for a little while, and yeah, we're ready to do the second layer. Now the second layer, it's just where you want things to be a bit darker. So as you know, with aged paper, it does its a little spotty and such. So we're just going to do that, make spots where it makes sense, or at least, you know, randomly. So yeah, I'm thinking to go about this, because Hannah Lynn has made these little itch marks on the paper, so I'm thinking like, that might be a great way to determine where to have these darker spots. And yeah, let's just go with that. So you just put the darker spots randomly, and yeah, you can't really mess this up, to be honest. doesn't matter if you do get, you know, like these little drops like this, because you can always mess them out. But yeah, I think we are satisfied with that, so I'm just gonna let this dry and then we will continue to the third and the final layer, which I think is the most fun one. So see you in a second. Okay, and now it's been drying for a while, and I'm going to do the third and final layer, which is not optional, which is 100% optional, but I do it because I do think it is quite fun to do it this way. So we're just going to dip our brush in tea, and then we sort of just flip it so it sort of like sprays all over the area that we want to have these stains. Now you might accidentally spray a little bit outside the area where you want to have this effect on, but that's okay because we're going to color that over. Well, at least I am. But yes, just spray it where you want it to be. And one thing I do like about this method is that it's quite addicting, because it's a little bit random and you don't really care where things are going, and it's quite relaxing. I don't know if you guys can see me flicker, man, but yeah, and then I usually just go over with random spots. And yeah, that's all to it. Yeah, feel free to use this technique wherever you feel you want to do this. And I hope you guys feel inspired by this. And yeah, I'm just going to let this dry, and then we will see the final result. So see you in a second. So you guys, this is nearly completely dry, and this is the result. So yes, so you can use this technique to whatever you feel fits. I do think this fits very well into all kinds of parchment-like items in the coloring books, and I also did this for a smoke effect. So you can use this technique to pretty much anything. If you want, you can add some details with colored pencils, but I do think this effect actually stands good on its own as well. Before I'll finish up this video, I will just show you a quick note or a quick view of something I did similarly that sort of inspired me to do this technique just on it was from this book, Nordiska Väsen by Johan Egerkrans. Sorry about it's all zoomed in, but I really want you guys to really see how I did this. So yes, so this entire picture just in coffee, so you can choose to do things in coffee or in tea, however you like. And you know, the possibilities are endless. So just so you guys know, you really don't have to have any coloring supplies at all to do a great pictures. All you need to have is your imagination and your inspiration to actually create something good. So thank you guys for watching. Like it if you like it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.